The idea of dopamine hijacking is that we're bringing in something else, some other thing, whether it's a substance or even an activity like the gaming, and that is taking over your dopamine system. I mean, your dopamine system is being hijacked, and now that is what is driving your dopamine. But there's also these circumstances where we're getting dopamine hits with other things that we do in everyday life. And that's also a form of hijacking our dopamine system. And so it's true that we understand the system well enough that we can hack our dopamine system, and we know how to create addictions in people. and I see it happening all the time. So the top ones that come to mind that I'll just mention would be food and social media. And so what they do with social media, get this, Jason, what they do with social media intentionally to keep you addicted is that they have little things that will give you a dopamine hit every so often. And they've even timed it. Like, this is how well we know this science. They know how frequently they need to give you this little like, woo, congratulations, or surprise, or whatever it is that you're like, oh, there's my dopamine hit, and let me keep going. And so even with the phones, computers, some of those lights are also contributing to our dopamine system and shutting it down and needing us to then have that dopamine hit, so that then we're literally on our phones or on our computers, whatever it is, but we're engaging in things that are going to be giving us those frequent dopamine hits when we need it. And these are things that are novel, they're new, they're unpredictable. That's how you get someone addicted to something. And so when we look at the news, when we look at TV, when we look, I mean, it's all over the place. It's no surprise that the best entertainers know how to hack the addiction system, and they've created an addiction to their service because they want you to stay. And so they will bring in things that are you weren't expecting them, right? And it gives you that like burst of like, ooh, what was that? And so that is how they have hijacked our dopamine system with social media and news and TV. And then of course they bring in the fear element or the judgment or, some of those other psychological things. And then you're really stuck because of that dysregulation in your system and you're not feeling good about yourself. Now you really need that dopamine even more. So it's a well thought out process. How's that?